Welcome. I'm Julie and I work here at Gelato in Oslo, Norway. I'm so excited to have you with us today to learn about AI in apparel and in product design and how these tools can help take some of the stress out of the upcoming gifting season. And to help with that, we have invited an expert, Kerry Egeler. And Kerry, he's joining us from the US. He is an e-commerce entrepreneur himself. He's the host of the Print on Demand Playbook podcast and an industry teacher with top attended virtual courses like Shirt School. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Julie. I'm so excited to be here.
So, Kerry, AI is, of course, the buzz phrase of the moment, and we're all exploring now how these revolutionary tools can supercharge our work. And as we're gearing up for the peak e-commerce season, one thing that's on everyone's mind is efficiency. How can we do more, but with the same resources? And you've identified some tools that have not only benefited your students, but that are also working well in your own e-commerce stores to prepare for a record-breaking peak season and create new stunning apparel designs specifically.
Yes, Julie. Today, I'm going to be walking you through 4 amazing AI tools that are going to help you create more designs and create more products in way less time, which is really important in the fourth quarter because we want to maximize the time that we have to market and sell and actually, make money and bring in sales. So super excited about that. The first tool that I'm going to show you is the one that everybody kind of knows, and it's called ChatGPT. It's kind of changed the game. It's probably the most popular one, does some amazing things. And what we're going to be using that for today is to create some slogans, some text that you can use in your apparel designs. This is ChatGPT. It is such a simple design, right? It's just an AI chatbot, and you can really ask it just about anything. And what we're going to do right here is we just want to come up with some t-shirt slogans or sayings. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to ask ChatGPT to give me 10 t-shirt slogans about tigers. Okay, so we're just going to use tigers as the example. And you're going to see right here, ChatGPT is going to just give us, right off the bat, just within a few seconds, give us 10 ideas for our t-shirt slogans. Now, what's cool about ChatGPT is that we can continue the conversation here and we can actually get more out of this. So if we didn't like these, we could just say, give me 10 more, and ChatGPT will pop out 10 more t-shirt ideas. And so right here, within just a few seconds, we've already got 20 potential t-shirt ideas or apparel ideas. You can use these on a ton of different products. But I want to take it one step further as I kind of wrap up this first tool. Let's say that you wanted to combine a couple niches on here. Well, we could actually say, these are great, but can you incorporate coffee into the sayings, right? And so within just a few seconds, it's going to give us 10 t-shirt ideas incorporating both tigers and coffee. So that's pretty amazing, right?
This is incredible, Gary. I love this. Just, can I add a quick question in there?
Absolutely.
Because part of the fun, right, with creating your own designs is the creativity aspect of this. But I kind of sense also you have to be creative to give good prompts to the AI tool, to ChatGPT, right? But how do you, is there a risk in this of the ChatGPT turning out this similar design, similar ideas for many e-commerce sellers, or how do you keep your originality as a creator in this?
Yeah, there's definitely the possibility, I guess, that it would pop out, very similar ideas. Now, I can tell you specifically with this prompt here of just asking it about tigers, I've probably asked it this 10 or 20 times and have yet to see the exact same slogan come out, which is interesting. But there is definitely that risk with AI, and it's something we need to consider is that most everything when it comes to AI, and most of the things that I'm going to show you in this webinar today, they go into the public domain and everybody can see them. So there is some risk with that. And to your question about, coming up with original prompts, you can make these prompts as detailed as you'd like. You can really think through, making them extra creative, or maybe it would be a little bit harder for other people to kind of come up with those same prompts, or they can be as simple as you like. You saw here on the screen, I just put in, give me 10 tiger t-shirt ideas. which was a very, very simple prompt. So if you're somebody who, maybe is not the most creative person, that's one of the things I love about AI is that you actually don't have to be that creative to really get some amazing things out of it. But if you are somebody who is very creative, you can really put more thought into your prompts. You can, test different things and try different, maybe more obscure words and different things to come up with more original ideas. All right, so next, what we're going to want to do, and what I'm going to show you is how to create art after you've come up with some of these ideas. So there's a couple things you can do here. So staying in ChatGPT for a second, let's say that we're going to go with this slogan that just says tiger vibes only, and that's going to be, our idea for our t-shirt. We could ask ChatGPT, what would be a good art idea for a t-shirt that says tiger vibes only? So we can actually ask ChatGPT to tell us what would be good on that t-shirt to kind of give us an idea of what we should look for. So you can see vibrant and abstract tiger face, and it gives you even the color palettes and different things here, all the kind of styling, which you could use this for inspiration to come up with the art. Or you could continue asking it questions. You could ask it to give you additional ideas. But the second tool I want to show you today is probably the most popular AI art generation tool. We're going to use some of this to create some art, and it's called Midjourney. Midjourney has really been just an incredible tool that so many people are using to create art. And Midjourney actually operates inside a software called Discord. Discord is like a chat software where you can chat with other people. And so it actually operates inside Discord. And so what we're going to do here inside the Midjourney Discord server is we're going to ask it to create us some tiger art. And I actually have a prompt ready that I'm going to put in here that I'm going to show you. So all we need to do inside Midjourney is if we just put a slash and then type imagine, that is how we start to create art with Midjourney. And I'm going to paste my prompt in here. And this is the prompt we're actually going to use. It says tiger headshot, growling, angry, sport graphic logo, high contrast, high stylized, 3 colors. So we're being pretty specific in what we want. We even put things like flat white background if we want like a flat background so we can take the background out easily for our apparel designs. Crisp outlines. There are other terms you can use like sticker, like vector or isolated. So different things we can put in here. So we're simply going to hit enter, and it's actually going to process that prompt, and it's going to spit out 4 pieces of art for us that we could potentially use in our design. So we're going to give it just a second here and see what it comes up with. You'll actually see right here as it's processing, it has a percentage. So we'll tell you how far along it is in the process, and you can kind of see it coming to life. So if we just let it load for just a second, we'll see the finished product here. And it's pretty incredible. There's some amazing things you can do after the art is made here in Midjourney. We could ask it to create more variations. We could change things about the prompt. But you see here, so now it's complete. And we have actually four pieces of art here. And this is what it came up with. So we can go and we can choose kind of which art piece that we really like. I really like this second one here. And what I can do is I can actually hit this U2 button. And then what it will do is that will actually upscale that specific piece of art. So it will make it a little bit bigger for me. So now I have this piece of art in a little bit bigger format. And now I can take this, maybe remove the background, add some text, and then use this in my design.
That is so impressive. Is this now, you've created this design, is that now free for you to use? Like, is copyrights or originality like a concern in this at all, Kerry? Or is this now, can you use it on any product,
So from my understanding of kind of how AI works right now, and I'm going to speak specifically to the USA because that's where I'm located. From what I understand about this right now is that AI images cannot be copywritten or trademarked currently. So that is something to consider, is that everything you get out of these kind of softwares is original. So all the pieces are original and can be used on products to be sold, but you cannot obtain a trademark or a copyright currently. So everything is going to be public. Anybody can actually see, especially here in Midjourney, and this is the case with most AI art generation tools, is that everybody can see what you create and in theory could use that in their own products, their own designs. So definitely something to consider when you're using these tools.
Another quick question that, I mean, you had a pretty specific prompt. Does that determine the success of the tool, you think? Like the more specific you can get, the better results you're going to get?
Yeah, the prompting, the idea of prompting has been a pretty talked about subject. Is how do you come up with the right prompts? And the prompts definitely determine, how good your design is going to be in some cases. The cool thing is, as I kind of mentioned earlier, is you could start with a very simple prompt, really just describing what you want. We could have just put in /imagine, angry tiger head, and could have seen what came out with that, right? And as you go, you'll kind of learn what kind of prompts work a little bit better to kind of mold it and get what you want. And there's also really cool features here where we can do things like hit this make variations button where it will kind of spit out different versions, right? And so we can play with it to kind of get closer and closer to what we want. One other really cool thing that I would tip that I would give out there for everybody watching is that most of these AI art generation softwares, and Midjourney does this as well, they have a community feature where you can go in the community and you can see all the art that people are generating. And what you can actually do is you can actually see the prompts. So you can see what they're putting in. And that can be really valuable, especially if you're trying to create maybe something for a t-shirt design where you need it to be isolated or you need a certain type of look, is you can find other images that people have created and you can see what kind of prompts they're using, which is how I came up with things like crisp outlines, flat white background, maybe isolated or sticker art, some of these different terms that will give you what you're looking for.
So excited to hear tell me about the next one.
Yeah, so we've got our art, we've got our text for the apparel, which is really cool. And so the next thing that we're going to want to do is we're actually going to want to make this image a lot bigger so that we get a really high quality print when we go to put it on a physical product. And so I'm going to show you a tool called Vectorizer.ai, and this is currently free, and there are many other free AI softwares that do this. But what this does is it will actually turn your JPEG or your smaller file into a scalable piece of art where you can make it as big as you want, and it will work a lot better when we go to put it in something like Gelato. So what I'm going to do over here in Midjourney is I'm actually going to download this image to my computer, and then I'm going to just drag that image over here into Vectorizer. So I'm going to grab that image and just drag it right in here to Vectorizer. And you're going to see that Vectorizer will kind of analyze it and it will make it into either a vector or a high quality PNG. And if I zoom in, actually it's not going to let me do it right there, but I'll actually zoom in it a little bit and I can show you, you might be able to see it on your screen right now, how this is a little bit pixelated compared to this high quality image. If you start to zoom in, you can really see the difference. But we're going to click this download button right here, and it's going to give us a ton of options. Now, if you wanted to throw this tiger head into something like Adobe Illustrator, you might want to download it as like an SVG file, something that you could actually separate the colors, and you could really do some detailed editing to this file. I'm going to go ahead and download it as a PNG just for simplicity today. I'm just going to hit this download button, and that is actually going to give me a high quality version of my art here. And actually, if I zoom in, you can see on my screen how detailed that image is after I've upscaled it using this AI tool. I mean, look how great that looks, Julie. It looks pretty awesome.
Oh, it's amazing. I love it.
So very, very cool. So the next thing that we're going to do after using Vectorizer, we're going to jump into Gelato. It's time to create our design. And so we're actually going to jump into Gelato, and you can see I've actually already loaded up a tiger head here that I created with AI into the product creation tool. And so now we need to add our text to this design, right? If we want to add our text on there that we got in ChatGPT. So what I'm going to do inside Gelato as I'm creating my product is I'm going to hit this text button over here on the left. Then I'm going to hit add text, and that's going to add a text layer here to my design. Right. And now I'm just going to stylize it a little bit. So I'm going to put in tiger vibes only, use that text there, and we'll kind of make it fit on here. And now I'm gonna grab it and I'm going to choose a font. So I'm gonna go over here. We need to find something that works with our tiger theme here. So we need to make it look a little better. So we'll find something just for demonstration that kind of looks okay. Let's just go with that one for now. We probably need to make it a little bit smaller, right? So we're gonna make it fit on our shirt. And we could spend more time on this, obviously, and make it really, really stand out. We can go to our layers. We can actually bring our text behind the tiger. That if we wanted it to kind of fall behind the tiger, we could do that. We could spend a lot more time on this, but for now, we can change the color. So we'll grab a color. Maybe we'll make it kind of an orange to kind of match our tiger there, something like that, right? And now we've created a pretty much finished t-shirt design. Now, obviously, we can spend a lot more time on this. If we wanted to throw it into Canva or we wanted to throw it into Photoshop, we could do that. But it's pretty awesome that we can just use a few of these AI tools, and then within just a few minutes, we've got a finished t-shirt design that we could then put on our store and actually sell it. And Julie, if I could, I want to show you one more really cool thing that we can do at this point in Gelato to really take this from one t-shirt to as many products as we want within just a few clicks of a button. Would that be okay with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Please.
So what we're going to do after we've created that product for our Shopify store or Etsy store, we're going to click on stores over on the left in Gelato. We're going to click on our store. So in this case, I have kind of a demo store loaded up here. We're going to select the product we just created. So for time's sake, I have some pre-made products here. So I'm going to click on this OKC circle design. And if I just click this expand product button up here, this is an amazing tool that Gelato has that is just like saves you so much time. But with this product expansion tool, I can actually go in here and I can, with just one click, I can add that design to as many products as I want for my store. So if I created the t-shirt and I wanted to go ahead and add that onto a hoodie, I could just click hoodies, select this little checkbox, and now I've added a hoodie. If I wanted to add this onto a tote bag, I could click tote bags, select one of these tote bags right here, and I would just add my design right onto the tote bag, right? And you can see it there kind of generating the mock-up. If I wanted to add this on wall art, you know, I had that really cool tiger head. I'm sure some tiger lovers out there would love to put that on their wall. I could click on wall art and I could select any of the different types of wall art that I want. And so once I select the products that I want, I can hit the continue button. I can finish out this process, and then it will load all of those separate products into my store that will be ready to sell. That's pretty amazing.
It's wonderful. And it definitely takes a little bit of that peak gifting season stress out of the equation for many e-commerce sellers, I hope.
Yeah. Julie, I want to kind of finish it off by just briefly showing you one new AI tool that has kind of taken the internet by storm. Just as this is kind of a bonus tool for everybody out there. It's called Idiogram, and Idiogram has just come out, and it is an AI art generation tool similar to what we looked at with Midjourney, where you can type in text prompts and actually get art. But what's crazy about Idiogram is it will actually handle text, whereas Midjourney has a really hard time handling text. And so you can see some of the examples here this is kind of the community feed. You can even see just here at the top how, you know, this has actually created like actual words. It's able to interpret some of the words. And if we scroll through here, you'll probably see like this little kitty right here says super cute, right? And so they actually just put in the text that they wanted. They wanted, you know, super cute in there, and it actually can process that, right? So what this tool will allow us to do as you know, print on demand sellers is create our entire design, including the text, without having to create the art and then add the text after. So if I wanted to create my Tiger Vibes only t-shirt design here, I could actually type in something like tiger head, angry, you know, I could put in t-shirt design if I want, and then I could put with the text, Tiger Vibes only, and we could actually have it generate that prompt there with the text. It's not going to be, you know, 100% perfect all the time. It definitely, sometimes you need to do it a couple times. You need to maybe reword how you do things. But it's pretty incredible because this even takes another step out of the process of having to add your own text after.
Really, really cool to see. Thank you so much for sharing these tips with us, Kerry, and helping us set us up for a good, less stressful peak season. Just one question for you, as you said in your intro, that these tools and technology has developed so quickly. What's on your kind of AI wish list for the new year? What tool do you feel is missing to this impressive tech stack, and what do you think is coming next?
There's lots of different ideas out there. I do think that the biggest thing for print on demand sellers like me and everybody watching this is that text generation part of it. Is if we can actually go in and get text generated from more AI tools like Midjourney, because when I showed you Midjourney does some incredible art. I mean, you saw the tiger head, but that was just the smallest taste of what Midjourney can do. I mean, it generates some incredible art, like some visually stunning art. And so I think when some of the tools like Midjourney can handle text and really stylize text more, I think that's going to be one of the biggest game changers for print on demand sellers. So I'm hopeful that in 2024 we'll see the handling of text through AI better and added into more AI tools that will help us just create more designs and better designs quicker.
Fantastic. Sounds like we have something to look forward to in the new year as well, and for what's coming. Thank you again so much for joining us, Kerry, but also thank you to everyone that has watched along with us. And just like to remind you of our customer resources on gelato.com. We're going to post this recording under Gelato Academy, where you can also view all our other previous webinars, and to make sure you explore our blog, our customer stories for inspiration, more tips and tricks. I'd like to thank you again one more time, Kerry, for sharing your expertise with us today, and for everyone who's tuned in. Now, please feel free to give us a follow on social media to stay up to date with all things Gelato. And as we are heading into the gifting season, we also have some exciting new product drops that are coming. There will also be some seasonal discounts to help your bottom line, and software support to take more of that stress out of peak. So make sure you sign up or keep an eye on your inbox. Now, have a great day, everyone, and thank you for following.